look at the glass of your shower door or the tile on the wall with the light coming across it? You see that cloudy film, do you not? That gray-white haze that does the whole surface that you can run your fingers through but never quite wash away. And down in the corners where the water sits, that pink or that creeping black in the grout and along the edge of the tub. And the tub itself, that never looks truly white, no matter how long you kneel there and scrub with your arm aching. And somewhere along the way, you decided it was just an old shower, that this is how a bathroom looks after a few years, and the best you can do is keep scrubbing and buying stronger sprays and never quite winning. Mija, sit down, because I have to tell you why every spray you ever bought failed you. And it is not because you did not scrub hard enough. It is because you have been fighting two different enemies with the wrong weapon for both, and nobody ever told you the difference. That cloudy film on your glass and tile is not dirt. It is minerals, the hard water dried on the surface over and over, leaving its lime and its calcium behind each time until it built into a crust bonded right into the glass. And that pink and black in the corners is not dirt either. It is mold, alive, growing. And here is the thing that will set you free. Soap cannot touch either one of them. Every spray on that whole cleaning aisle is soap in one form or another, built to lift loose dirt that sits on top. You cannot wash away a mineral that is bonded to the surface. You can only dissolve it. And you cannot scrub out a mold that grows back from its roots. You have to kill it. You were bringing soap to a fight. Soap was never able to win. And then blaming your own arm. My name is Bertha. And the old ways of keeping a house are what I share here. The way my mother and my grandmother kept a home bright, back before there was a 50-foot aisle of sprays telling a woman what to buy. When a fug of vinegar and a squeegee did the whole of it. No products to sell you, no bottle to push, only the plain knowing that used to pass from a mother to a daughter and has quietly gotten lost. So today I am going to show you how to clean that whole shower the right way and take back the surface you thought was ruined. First, before any cleaner, you clear it out. Take every bottle, every loofah, every bar, and razor out of the shower and set them aside in a basket so you have the whole bare surface to work on. Then take a cup or the shower itself and rinse the walls and the tub down with plain water. This washes away the loose hair and the surface bits first, so your cleaner is not wasting itself on the easy mess. And open the window or turn on the fan because you want the air moving while you work. Now the cleaner, and it is the same cheap one that solves nearly everything. And it is the mild acid your grandmother knew. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of white vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of the blue dish soap, mixed in a spray bottle. The vinegar is the whole secret, a gentle acid that dissolves the mineral film and kills the mold. The two things soap cannot do. A dish soap cuts the greasy part of the soap scum, so it lets go. And you spray it starting at the top of the walls and working down everywhere. The walls, the glass, the corners, the top. And now, this is the step almost everyone skips, and skipping it is why they fail. You let it sit 5-10 minutes. You walk away and let the acid do the work of dissolving that crust. Because that is the whole point. You are not scrubbing the mineral off. You are giving the vinegar the time to take it apart so it will simply rinse away. But do not let it dry on the surface. If it starts to dry, mist it again. Wet and working, 5 to 10 minutes. Then you scrub, and you scrub from the top down in sections. So the dirty water always runs down over what you have not cleaned yet, never over what you have. And use the gentle tools, because the surface of a tub and a glass door scratches easier than you think. A soft scrubbing sponge is perfect. And here is a small trick. Warm it under hot water first, and it goes softer and kinder on the surface. A soft bristled brush for the general scrubbing. And if you have a great deal of it or a big shower, the little brush that spins on a drill saves your arm and your knees. Just make sure its bristles are soft. Only for the very worst, thickest soap scum do you bring out a razor blade scraper. And if you do, Keep the surface wet so it glides. Use a fresh, clean blade and go slow and gentle so you do not gouge the finish. And there is one special place, the bottom of the tub, the textured non-slip part with all the little grooves. A spray runs right off that and never gets down in. For that, a thicker cream cleanser works far better because it sits down in the texture instead of sliding off. Spread it in, scrub it with the brush, let it sit a moment, then rinse. And for the mold in the corners and the grout, it is the vinegar that does it. Let it dwell there longest because it needs the time to reach down and kill it, not just wipe the top where it will only grow back. Then you rinse it all away with a cup of water. And here is a clever little way to rinse a wall evenly. Hold the cup flat against the wall up high and slowly tip the bottom out, and it pours down in one smooth sheet instead of splashing everywhere. Rinse it all, top to bottom, until the vinegar and the loosened mineral are gone. And now the most important step of all, the one that decides whether you are back on your knees next month, you dry it. Take 2 dry microfiber cloths and wipe down the glass, the walls, the top, the metal fixtures until they are dry. Because every water spot, every bit of new film, every patch of mold begins the same way, with water left sitting on the surface to dry and leave its minerals behind, over and over. Dry it now and you start clean tomorrow instead of building it right back tonight. Now, before I go on, hear me on 2 warnings because I do not want you to ruin your tub trying to save it. Never use a harsh, aggressive chemical or a strong acid on that surface. It can etch it and leave a permanent dull streak you cannot undo. And above all, never ever use a toilet bowl cleaner on your tub or shower. I know it is an acid and you think it will cut the scum, but it is far too strong and it will scar the finish for good. Test any new cleaner on a small hidden spot first. Gently and patient always beats harsh and fast. Now let me say the quiet word about who profits from you not knowing all this. Walk down that cleaning aisle and count them. The soap scum removers, the daily shower sprays, the tile and grout foams, a whole glowing wall of bottles, everyone promising to be the answer. And not one of them able to dissolve a mineral because they are all soap. And the day shower spray, the one you mist on after every shower and never wipe, it leaves its own film to build with the rest. They are not selling you the fix. They are selling you the managing of it. A bottle you buy again every month, forever, to keep an old shower from getting worse. When a jug of vinegar that costs $1 or $2 would actually dissolve the trouble and be done. Nobody schemed it in a dark room, Mija. It is quieter and sadder than that. There is no money in a jug of vinegar and a squeegee that lasts a woman a year. There is a great deal of money in a shelf of sprays she must buy forever to fight a thing that never quite goes away. And so the plain vinegar got pushed to the back and forgotten, and the bright bottles got the whole wall and the television, and a whole country of women ended up on their knees, scrubbing at minerals with soap, blaming themselves. Your grandmother wiped her tiles down and opened the window, and her bathroom did not scale and did not mold, because she knew the one law no company will ever pay to teach you. A dry surface cannot build a film and cannot grow a mold. Water is the whole enemy, and she never let it sit. So here are the small habits that keep it clean for good. And the first one is the whole secret. After every shower, take a squeegee and run it down the glass and the walls, 30 seconds, and you pull all that mineral water off before it can dry and leave its crust. That one a bit, alono, prevents nearly all of it. Keep the fan running or the window open a while after so the room dries. And once a week, give the shower a quick spray of the vinegar mix and a wipe so grime never gets a foothold. Do those 3 and you will never again scrub on your knees the way you have been. So here is what I would ask of you. Go and look at your shower door in the light and put your finger to that cloudy film and know now that it is not dirt and it was never your fault. It is mineral and it dissolves. Spray the vinegar, let it sit, scrub gentle, rinse and dry. And then come back and tell me in the comments whether the glass came clear for the first time in years. And tell me your county and how old your house, because the older the pipes and the harder the water, the worse that film builds. And I like to know how you are all faring out there. I read every one. Next time, I will take you up to the shower head itself, the one you never look at closely, and show you why the water spray is crooked and weak, and the old way to unclog every one of those little holes overnight with nothing but a bag of vinegar and a rubber band. But today you start with the shower you had given up on. You clear it and rinse it. You spray the vinegar and give it the time to dissolve what no spray could. You scrub gentle, top to bottom, and you never bring a harsh acid near the finish. You rinse it clean and you dry it dry. And from this day, you keep a squeegee in the shower, the way your grandmother kept a cloth by hers. The women who kept their homes with their own 2 hands never let the water sit and dry on the surface, and so their glasses stayed clear and their corners never blackened. And that is a thing we are only just starting to remember.